Hi everyone, Stacy Holman with Positive Chaos. Today I'm going to continue the advanced jewelry making tips and techniques by showing you how to make your own jump rings. It's something all jewelry makers need and we can't get enough of, right? Because it's the jewelry finding that holds our pieces together, right? And attach embellishments and charms. But I'm also going to show you what else you can do with them, because jump rings are not just for attaching components or finishing your jewelry piece, but there's other things you can do with it. So what you're going to need is wire. I have 18 gauge wire. When making jump rings, I wouldn't go any smaller than 20 gauge because you want that stiffness. If you went 22 gauge, that may work, but if you go any thinner, let's say 24, 26, or 28 gauge wire, that would be too thin. Okay, you need a good sturdy gauge wire. So I wouldn't go any less than 20 gauge. You could do 18 and 16, maybe even 14, but the 16 and 14 gauge wire, that would work very well as for chainmail. I think that would be really great. Otherwise, the thicker gauge wire it is, the stiffer it is, and it's harder to manipulate. So what you're going to need is your wire, and it can be any color. Make it fun. Make your jewelry piece fun. Use any color wire you want, but I'm using 18 gauge. I'm also using these tools here. This is by Beadalon, and there's 4 different rods. And I'm also going to show you how you can use these as well. These are jump ring mandrels. And back to basics. You'll need wire cutters, chain nose pliers, and I have flat nose pliers. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, so I'm just going to cut off some wire. I actually work right on my spool. I don't even take my wire off. So I'm just going to leave it on and show you how I do it. So the Beadalon tool, there's a couple holes here. This one has a screw in it. So for my jump rings, I like to use the smaller ones, only because the 18 gauge wire and any wire, it kind of springs back. Okay, so all you're going to do is screw this into the base. Okay, there's another hole here. That's where I'm going to put my wire, just like that, and then I'm going to bend it. Oops, bend the wire, and that'll hold its place. And then the top wire that I'm using, I like to keep it flush against the base, and then I just twist. Okay, and then you want to keep your coils as close together as possible, and then just keep on going. So real quick, I like using this if I'm going to make long coils. I'm sorry, a long row, I guess, of jump rings. Oops, again, keep it as close together as possible. And then these here are good if you are looking to make just a few jump rings, then you can use this as well. Absolutely. And these have a few different sizes here, which is really convenient. And these have 4 different sizes, but they're the basic, they're the standard sizes that you'll need to make your jewelry piece. Alright, so for video purposes, of course, you want to go slower, but I'm going to end it here. And then all you have to do is just cut it, cut off your spool, cut off the bottom of the wire. Okay, and then make sure you can get your coils off here. All right. Okay, well, it's actually easy to come out. So you have the excess here, so you're just gonna trim that off. Oops, let's see if we can get a better cut on that. There we go. Of course, hold your wire. Again, I'm in a more confined area, so my wire's not going to go flying off my table. I'm going to cut off that end as well. Okay? And then there's your coil. So all you have to do is just cut your coils. Okay, like so. Of course, you don't need that one. Oops. All right. And you have your jump rings. They are open, but to close your jump rings, remember, you're going to use 2 pliers. Okay, one on either side of the jump ring, and you're going to twist. Okay, you're going to twist open, and then you're going to twist it closed. Okay, make sure you have connection there. All right, so that was simple. You can make it any size. Here I have, this size is larger than this size, and that is done using the different size mandrels we have. Mandrels and bead-alon rods. So simple. So here's what else you can do with jump rings. You can make your own chain. Okay, and your chain, you can make it using any size you want. You can make a chain. This one here, I'll probably do the same length, making my jump rings the same length, and then I'll probably just use it as an earring, and then having a bunch of beads or dangles coming off of it. And then another one, as I mentioned before, you can do chainmail. But I like to make, I've heard this referred to as a rose or a flower. And this is just attaching a bunch of jump rings right in the center each time you attach a jump ring, it goes right in the center. You have to attach it right in the center of the hole, and then it just, by nature, creates this flower pattern, which is really cool. And I've used smaller jump rings about this size, and I've made mini flowers, and I used them in many jewelry pieces as an interesting embellishment, such as a bead. So that's really, really cool. I love making those, and it's so simple to make. So again, when you make your jump rings, they don't have to be used to attach things. You can make your own chain. You can use it as chainmail, or you can create this flower. So have fun. Use different size wire gauges, different colors That would be really fun to use different color wire in a jewelry piece, making them as jump rings. So much fun and so easy to do. So again, my name is Stacy. I'm from Positive Chaos. Visit my blog, because if I come up with other ideas after filming this video, then I will put it in my blog. So make sure you check out my blog for more tips and ideas that may not be in the videos. And you can visit my blog, Positive Chaos, and the web address is stacyholman.com. Again, that's stacyholman.com. STACEYHOLMAN.com. So if you have any questions, you can also reach me at positivechaossh@gmail.com. I'll see you there.